Hey there, hi there, and hello there. As my mom would say, good morning this afternoon, how are you this evening? I have finally decided to get my butt in gear and film the Q&A that I promised everybody. It's going to be chaotic because I have two kids home right now, and, well, anyone who has kids knows it's going to be chaotic. There needs to be no more explanation than that. Okay, so the first question that I was asked was, how did I decide that it was time to have an amputation? Well, folks, what initially happened, if you guys don't know my story already, I was in a car accident in January 2010, and my right foot was partially amputated in the accident. So you can push mute for a second if you're going to be grossed out, but the bones in the talus, so say this is my leg, ankle, foot, the talus here holds all of the little bones together, and that's the part that broke. So I actually didn't have any bones connecting the front of my foot to the back of my foot. My heel was attached to my ankle, but that's it. And we had to put that all back together again. They initially reconstructed it with pins and plates and all that other stuff. And I also had a broken pelvis, and my arm here was broken straight through, and I broke my back and my sternum, but they were compression fractures, so they didn't have to do anything. So foot, hip, arm all had to have surgery. This was my only limb that I had that still worked. And when I woke up from surgery, it had been 13 and a half hours since the last time I was conscious. And they explained to me that basically, hold on, I'm going to tend to that issue. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I'm back. Okay, so, sorry, my kids were flooding the bathroom. When I woke up from surgery, the surgeon said to me that he did what he could, and we were just going to have to wait it out and see what was going to happen, because it looked like the blood supply was pretty damaged. My foot had been precariously attached for a solid like 12 hours by the time I got to surgery, so they were pretty concerned about the blood supply, and I got pregnant like pretty soon after my surgeries and everything. It turned out to be a good thing in that it made my body want to heal more. The blood supply increases about 25% when you get pregnant, and that pushed all the blood down into my foot, and it actually kind of saved it. And it bought me some time. 2 years... Okay, so... January 2010 was my accident, and October 2010 was my first kid. Don't do the math. And then March, no, I'm pretty sure it was March or May 2012. I had the metal taken out of my foot and my arm in hopes that it would reduce my pain, because at that point, pain was an issue. A big one. Anytime it rained, anytime anything, anytime I stood on it. And like the worst pain ever was at the end of the day when I sat down and put my feet up. I don't have any other time to do this, guys, I'm sorry. When I would put my foot up or take the weight off of it, it was like it had been pushed down into this position all day, and then as soon as my weight came off of it and it relaxed, it was excruciating. So that second surgery and the fact that I didn't feel better afterwards led me to start searching for the option of amputation, but my surgeons all said no. 2014 rolled around, and I had 2012 March I had the surgery. November I had my second kid. 2014 I had my hip replacement, and 2015 I had my son. So after I had him, After I had him, yeah. After I had him, I went to the surgeon and was like, I'm done. This thing comes off now. I'm in pain all the time. I want my life back. And they said, oh, sorry, that's unethical. So we're going to have to do an ankle fusion and try that first. And I did my research, and I'm pretty sure that an ankle fusion is pretty much only functionally effective for senior citizens that have already limited how much they walk and where they go. But I am young and I have 3 kids. So anyhow, so we did the ankle fusion and she woke me up from surgery. The only surgery I've had that's not by my surgeon. And she goes, so, we found some dead bone. Turns out you've got osteomyelitis, and we had to take a bone graft from your upper tibia. Just a minute, buddy. I was like, are you kidding? Because I'm pretty sure I've been telling you this forever, and just because it didn't show up on a bone scan, you couldn't tell. And you said I had to have the surgery, and then while you were in there, you did a bone graft. So now I have an issue to heal just below my knee, trying to save the foot that I don't want to save. 4 months after that ankle fusion, I walked into her office and I was like, it's over. It's over. Get rid of it. I'm going to get my kids a snack, and then I'm going to return with more answered questions.